cruise control. I'm from Virginia.
My name is Bea, I'm from Germany and my trail name is Boomerang.
I'm Rolf, I'm from Switzerland and my trail name is Ninja.
Hoover from Nebraska.
Yeah, so my name is Bobby Mullen, coming from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
My name's Jen. I grew up in Chicago. My trail name is Riddler.
Okay, my name is Ava and I'm from Seattle and Tucson, so I flip-flop back and forth. I'm a kind of a modern day snowbird. My trail name is Crispy.
Yeah, my name is Isaac. I live in Seattle. My trail name is Puffy.
My name's Ed. Trail name is Sandbag. I'm from California, live in Mammoth Lakes.
I'd say the first 400 miles I really enjoyed. It was diverse, mountains, desert.
The 4 peaks right after Roosevelt with all the hills, little mountains, beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunsets. And the section around the Gila River, like first along the river with the, like it's green out of nowhere. That's like first a river and it's greenery and it's not the normal Arizona. And then they climb out of there with all of the weird rock formations, beautiful colors, so many wildflowers. I love these 2 sections, yeah.
My favorite part was from the border up to Miller Peak and then from Kearney to Superior. Just for me as a European, I think that this stretch was just the most beautiful, and just the change to Switzerland could not be bigger.
But yeah, meeting lots of different hikers is pretty cool in towns. I hike by myself for the most part, but getting to meet families is kind of a fun part.
It's been amazing. It's been so much fun. Favorite part is probably, yeah, kind of Kearney to Picket Post, riding along the Gila, just amongst the saguaros. I've never seen the saguaros before. So.
For me, no doubt, the wildflowers in the desert, especially between, I think it was Kearney and Superior. They were just outstanding. It was like being in a painting, just like walking through a living painting. Yeah.
So I love waking up every day not knowing what terrain I'm gonna get in because it's so diverse. You can be in pines and then 3 hours later you're back into the desert and there's prickly pears all around you, and then 2 more hours and you're in like a woodsy forest. So I like the diversity of the hikes. I also like going to sleep when the sun goes down and waking up when the sun comes up, kind of like that whole natural piece to it.
I don't know. For me, my favorite part is it's just simple, and you can eat whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about all those things in everyday life. You just get up and you walk and then you go to sleep. And
it's probably been from Pine up to here, like just walking through the forest. I thought was really cool. It's just unexpected going through this amazing ponderosa pine forest in the desert, in Arizona. It's just so unexpected. So.
Can't say that I had a least favorite part because it's all good. I mean, being out here alone is enough to, get up every day and have that.
Right. Blue skies and sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you don't have a bad day out here. You really don't.
The superstitions.
What
I
happened?
tell the story a lot. I was in the haunted superstitions and we had a storm. My amethyst popped. I almost got attacked by a rattlesnake. I saw javelinas. I got almost hit by falling rocks. Trees were falling down. Fun times. It's type 2 fun. It's fun by now. In that moment, it was no fun at all. But superstitions for me.
Okay, good. Awesome.
The Boro National Park, up these steps they have built there, that was so horrible. All these stupid steps they have built just for nothing. And the worst part is, at the very beginning of the national park, they have just started to build some steps. And the trail up to there was with no steps at all. I was really finished and I hated this trail. Yeah, I hated.
Least favorite. I don't really think I've had a least favorite. Enjoyed most of it.
Because halfway through the Gila, my rear brake line lost all of its hydraulic fluid, so I had no rear brake. So that entire climb up, I was just like, oh man, like this downhill is gonna be fucking scary.
There's no doubt for me the least favorite part have been the absolute steep gradients and like crazy chunky rocks between Superior,
60,
yeah, and Roosevelt Lake. There's this like massive dip. I don't know. It looks like a canyon. Looks like you can actually walk the rim, but instead they decided to make like a 15% gradient down. I was cursing that all the way down.
I'm afraid of bears, and falling asleep at night sometimes can be challenging, so it's scary falling asleep. Another is I feel like every single day my mindset is different, so something super challenging about this hike is trying to get in that like let's go mindset of like, all right, you have to do 15 miles to get to the next water. You can't just hike 3 miles and stop because you only packed a certain amount of food for the next town where you can resupply. So I think just knowing that you have to wake up and hike so many miles and then getting in that mindset is hard too sometimes. So
Yeah.
I don't really have a least favorite part. I guess if anything, it would be the hills. Like I don't really like walking uphill that much, and so now that we're way up north here and there's not a lot of hills, it's good.
Least favorite was probably from like coming down from Mount Lemon to Superior. I thought it was really pretty with it was very desert-like, but it was really hot. It was so hot when I was going through there, so it was like a little heat wave. So.
Be prepared for anything. You can be in 100-degree temperatures and a week later be in 32 or be ready to carry water. You have to be on your A game. This isn't a joke. You can get hurt out here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You should be aware that Arizona is obviously not the typical state to hike for most people because most people have never been to the desert before. You should be aware of the things that are waiting for you, but it's totally doable. You have a lot of other hikers around you that can help you out with advice, or if you're desperate or whatever. And also the advice that I got to help me most is to never quit on a bad day. And for women, never to quit when you have PMS.
I think you really have to be in a good shape. And yeah, you have to be careful also with the water, with the situation. It's not dangerous, no, but I think you just have to be an advanced hiker.
Plan out water sources well and just have fun.
Just go do it. Like I had a few weeks of time to do it and just plan it for 2 weeks and then bought a plane ticket and hit the trail.
So I would just go back to, it's like classic advice for any trail is ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. I see so many, people out here with the first through hike that are just carrying so much and really struggling. So really like kind of rethinking, doing some research on that and finding where your budget fits your lightweight strategy, and knowing that like you don't need the luxuries of home. Like that's kind of the beauty of being out here, is all you need is a little bit of shelter, a little bit of food and some clothes and water, and you're good. Trying to get some trail legs before you get on the trail, because it is it's no joke. The introduction day one is a climb, and it's not a climb after a mile, it is a climb from step one. So
that's a good question. I would say get out of your comfort zone and do it. I would say it's not going to be easy. The first 2 weeks are more difficult because you're not in that rhythm, but do it. Once you get in that rhythm, you're going to like learn about yourself, and you're just gonna have a different outlook on through hiking and through hikers. You're gonna meet awesome people from all walks of life. But I would just say, yeah, push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and give it a go.
You know, it's going to be rocky, so bring good shoes. If you wear the Ultra Lone Peaks, which a lot of you do, I did hike 250 miles with holes in the bottom of my shoes. So maybe put some Superfeet insoles in there because they have the hard plastic, and that saved me. So yeah, the rough terrain, just be ready for that and be prepared.
I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I think it is like a very beginner-friendly trail in a lot of ways. There are like there's a lot of towns, and the water is probably the only thing. But I feel like, you know, that's just how it is hiking in any desert. And if you hike any other long trail, most of them are going to, especially northbound, they're going to start in the desert. So just kind of, I don't know, just kind of go with it. The main thing, like for beginner hikers, is just to go with it and to kind of take it day by day and let the experiences come to you. And
Like someone setting up their tent, and then it was like, and I was like weird.
Green and lush.
And it's cold. All those, it was
You're not like a night hiker, so if you were a night hiker,
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because out here on the AZT, I would say I'm like not as seasoned as most. There's a ton of seasoned through hikers out here, Triple Crowners, people have done AZT numerous times, and then on the other end, there's a lot of people that this is actually their first trail, which I was surprised to see. So I feel like I'm in the middle somewhere. The AZT, I can't pinpoint it exactly, but it is a arduous trail.
Where do I look?
Scruffy.
No, where, not how.
Oh.
like you don't need that many things to kind of have a good time and to just exist. When you're on a through hike, that's one of the things you realize is how little you need, and so it definitely makes you more of a minimalist. And that's one thing that I've carried from through hiking into life outside of through hiking, is just being very minimal, and also that you're just capable of a lot more than what you think you are.
Would you say this experience has been a good way to bring you closer together, or is it driving you further apart?
Little bit of both. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Definitely a bonding experience. I would say, you know, there's some hygiene type things in regular life that you wouldn't necessarily experience with each other. You know, pooping in the woods, human
like you really
experience.
get to know someone.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
the dirtiest they've been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you wake up next to them, like you're depending on them to be like, all right, we have to get to this water source. You have to make those decisions together. Those aren't normal life decisions, like where are we gonna sleep tonight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So making those little like basic decisions every day, we've been doing really good. Sometimes when I want to be like, I can't hike anything, I'm too tired, I want to sit here. If I was by myself, I would do that. I'd be like, no, I'm not hiking anymore. But because he's here, I whine to him a little bit like, oh, I don't feel like hiking anymore. Like my feet hurt, like my mind's not in it. Like I want to get back to town. I'm dirty, I'm tired. But he's like, oh, it's okay. Like, you know, 40 more miles and we're gonna be here. That's only one more night in the tent. So like he pumps me up, you know? So by myself, I could imagine it'd be a bit more difficult.
But she keeps me honest on the trail, because I'm more than happy to find, you know, if it's closer to town, a little side trail or a road or something, you know, I'd be happy to take that. But she likes to hit every single inch of the official trail. You want to hike today? Well, we're gonna
Let's
hike
go.
today. Oh, you want to take a hike? Careful what you ask for,
Yeah.
because we're gonna hike 20 plus miles every single day.
Thank you
Nice
very
to-
much.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. Enjoy it.
Bye.
All right.
Awesome. I love meeting you guys.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
If you talk.
Thanks for the nightcap.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of the trail.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No, I mean, it's been a great trail. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad I came out here, and it's blown my mind. It's been better than I could have imagined for sure.
It's always my fault.
And once he understood that, we started getting along really well. It like changed.
Just
so.
yes, dear. I've said yes, dear. I'm thinking about changing my trail name to Yes, Dear.
I just want to thank Moon Juice.
Hey, you're
Trail
welcome.
Magic.
I really appreciate this Trail Magic. You actually have a chair to sit in, and you have some vegetables and a bagel and a beer, and you just sit and chat and drink beer at 9 a.m. It's the best. So this has been the best Trail Magic so far. I love it.
Anything else?
Yeah, hike on.